What is going on, guys? Adam here. Welcome back to another video. If you're a man, a busy man struggling with fat loss and you don't want to track your calories, this video is for you. I'm going to give you 6 simple strategies you can use to lose your unwanted fat without number crunching. By now you probably know that you need to be consuming less than you're burning. In other words, to be in a calorie deficit to lose fat. But how do you do that without tracking? First off, you want to focus on high protein, nutrient dense foods like lean meats, fish, dairy, eggs, fruits and vegetables. These will not only keep you satisfied and fuller for longer, they'll also help your body perform in the best way possible. By doing this decreases your chances of obviously overeating because you'll be more satisfied in your meals, and it also helps support fat loss. You'll be getting in the micronutrients from the vegetables and fruits, and you'll be getting in the macronutrients, obviously the protein you need from the lean meats, the fish, the dairy and the eggs. All that combined will mean that you feel a lot better and you also perform a lot better. Next, you need to pay attention to portion sizes. While it's very difficult to do, you can still overeat whole foods. You can still eat like a very healthy diet and just too much food. I've done it myself. I've seen people do it in the past. Like I said, it's more difficult to do. Doesn't mean it's not possible. So this is where you focus on portion sizes. I like to do this, obviously, if I'm not tracking, in a way that's very, very simple. Take a normal plate, for example, a normal size plate. You split that plate into 4 segments. Those 4 segments will be as follows. 25% protein, that's lean protein, meat, fish, or something like tempeh, or even tofu occasionally, for example. And then 25% of your plate will be like a starchy carbohydrate, like a potato, a pasta, a rice, or something similar, like it could be like a pea pasta or a different type of potato, but you get the gist. And then 40% of that plate will be non-starchy vegetables like broccoli, Brussels sprouts, green beans even, red peppers, like for example, those are not cucumbers. There's so many, you'll see them all on screen now. I can just go on, but a non-starchy vegetable, and then 10% like a fat, like avocado, nuts, seeds, or olives, just something like that. That's gonna make sure that your plate is favorable for fat loss. So it's gonna be very difficult to fail if your plate, or if you eat out of like a meal prep, like Tupperware, then you can just separate it like that too. The third strategy that will help you get into a calorie deficit without actually tracking calories is completely removing snacks. When you completely remove snacks, you reduce your eating frequency, you reduce the opportunity to overeat. But Adam, I always get hungry mid-afternoon. That's because you've probably snacked for so long that you've trained your body to expect food at that specific time. So it gets hungry at that specific time, thinking you're gonna feed it. You can do the same in reverse. You can retrain it. I suggest having 3 to 4 meals a day, each of those meals containing protein and either veg or fruit, or a combination of the both of those. Obviously include, your starchy carbohydrate, like I mentioned earlier, in that kind of format. You could actually just have 3 bigger meals and then 1 like protein shake with like some fruit, for example. That would suffice. That's gonna help you reduce your eating frequency and avoid overeating. Another strategy that can work really well for some people is skipping breakfast or doing intermittent fasting. Same thing really. So there's no actual magic here. What you're doing is you're just reducing the amount of time you have to eat by reducing your eating window. So if you skip breakfast, say your first meal is at 12, then from like 12 to like 8 you have to eat, rather than from like 9 to 8. Just less chance to overeat. Some people actually report they have a reduced appetite in this time, and they like the rigidness of the routine. For some people, it won't work. Actually, I would say for a lot of people, it doesn't work, but it's worth trying if you're not like super hungry in the morning, if you're okay with skipping breakfast. An underrated but very effective one is consuming fewer liquid calories. Studies have shown that people that consume liquid calories tend to consume more calories over the course of a day. And logically it makes sense as well. It's way easier to drink 500 calories than it is to sit down and eat 500 calories. Let's take a Huel, for example. One of those Huel drinks are like 400 calories, only 20 grams of protein. If you say instead of that, get a protein shake, like just literally protein powder with water, that's about 110 calories. You get an apple, you get some nuts, like you get like 20 grams of like, let's say almonds or something. That's way more filling than the Huel. Or you can just get like low fat Greek yogurt, 300 grams, some blueberries, a bit of honey, a tiny bit of granola, and that's still under 400 calories. And it's way more difficult to consume that, and it's way more filling. So you need to bear that in mind. It's easy to drink something like a Huel, not that I have specific beef with Huel, but it's still 400 calories. And it's easy, and I have seen plenty of people do this. They'll drink that alongside like a sandwich or alongside a sandwich and some crisps, thinking they're being healthier when they're actually just adding more calories to the mix. So you can still consume stuff like green juice or green-based smoothies and protein shakes. Those are very low in calories, but generally speaking, avoiding like meal replacement drinks, avoiding high-calorie sugary drinks is another one as well, and just removing them. Even like if you drink like canned soda, say like full fat canned soda, you just remove 2 of those a day, you're looking at 400 calories just gone like that. Or like maybe you're having a high calorie juice and not realizing it, very easy to drink, you're better off eating the fruit. Last but definitely not least, make sure you're getting enough sleep and you're managing your stress. When you lack sleep and you're overly stressed, your appetite increases and you're more prone to overeating. So aim for 7 to 9 hours sleep a night, good quality sleep that is. And also manage your stress levels through things like walking, meditation, and getting regular sex. That's all I really wanted to cover. I didn't want to overcomplicate it. I wanted to give you 6 simple strategies to lose fat without tracking your macros, without tracking your calories. Obviously, that's still something you can do, but you can do it without tracking if you don't have the time or you just don't have the energy to track your macros and calories. So remember, if you action these 6 things, or even most of them, you'll be well on your way to lose all your fat. And if you don't end up losing all your fat, you get to a stage where you want to get even leaner, then obviously you can track later down the line. I'm not saying that tracking is nonsense or you shouldn't track. I'm saying that you can, and you can also do it without tracking. Anyway, thanks for getting this far. Thanks for watching this video. Like always, if you've got any comments, comment below, and we'll talk soon.